Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of How Did This Get Booked? I, of course, am your host, Jake Manning, and I'm a veteran of the professional wrestling business for over a decade, and I've held every single job except selling popcorn, and I am horribly sick right now if you're wondering what's going on and the change in the cadence. I am joined, as always, by my good friend and tag team partner, Zane. Zane, how are you doing today?
Cold.
For a man wearing shorts, I'm not surprised.
I have flip-flops on, too.
Yeah, and at least you wore a hoodie.
Well, I assumed that since I'd be inside that I wouldn't really have to worry about that, but fuck me, I guess.
Well, this studio, it's hot in the summer, it's cold in the winter, it just absorbs all of the nature's elements.
It's like Greg Gagne's training school.
Exactly. It's like the barn outside, so... But we are joined, as always, by, well, not always, but on occasion, by a non-wrestling fan to discuss our topic today. We are joined today by comedian JD Colwell. JD, how you doing?
I'm here.
Cold.
No, I'm great, man. I appreciate the invite. This is my first dive into wrestling in... like a decade?
Okay.
Over a decade, maybe? I don't know.
Okay,
I'm super excited to be here.
Oh, okay. I can see it. It's a Sunday morning. You're very excited.
Hey, any chance to get away from the wife?
You kill her. Say it.
Yeah, you could just leave her in one spot when you kill her.
I'm just going to choke slam her.
Oh, there you
go. Do what some of the movies you saw in here. But JD, you said your limited thing about... pro wrestling that jumps into our next conversation. Like, what was your exposure to pro wrestling? You said it was like 10 years ago was the last time you were exposed to it?
We used to watch this back, I guess it was the WCW days.
This is how I know that I picked the right person for the podcast when they said you used to watch it back it was like WCW when they put a question mark on their promotion.
Because it was before they started merging or whatever.
See, I love the
maybe he's too knowledgeable.
No, gosh, no. I asked them the questions.
Okay.
We have the rundown questions.
Yeah.
Do you know who Ron Bass is? Do you know who the Young Bucks are? And he goes, do I need to know who these people are? I'm like, no.
If you got a hot topic, you might need to know who one of them are. You don't need to know about Ron Bass.
But yeah, those. If you don't know who those two people are, you're okay.
You fall into parameters.
Here I am.
Because pro wrestling.
Fuck the Young Bucks.
Because pro wrestling was very big back in the day, so it'd be very hard for you not to be exposed to it. So WCW?
Yeah. And then we there was like one Christmas where we all got like trampolines as like kids, and so those were our different wrestling match rings. Okay. And then we would go and do different moves on each other as like middle schoolers and elementary schoolers or whatever. And it was a lot of fun.
What was your go-to on the trampoline?
I was the pile driver guy. I would do the flip up and then the power. Then it evolved into the power bomb. Okay. And then
when guys finally learned to assist and sit up for you.
Yes. And so we got to basically we would embellish each other, slamming each other down or whatnot, and that was it. Then we would go and watch them on Sunday Night Raw.
Then I killed one of my friends, and that was it.
We definitely had broken wrists and twisted ankles. I think that's where I started screwing up my knee.
So that's the funny part. Like, people are always talking about, that wrestling ring, it's like a trampoline. You don't get hurt. But, like, if you've ever wrestled on a trampoline as a kid, you hurt yourself more.
Yeah.
All the time. All the time.
You have never properly landed on one of those springs that hold that thing up.
That was the worst.
Dropped a leg between that motherfucker.
That was before they started putting pads on them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was out lived in the country, so even if there were pads, they didn't even get into it. Fuck that, get out of here. That's just another 10 minutes my dad would have had to spend to put it together. And fuck that, he wasn't about that.
Oh, no. Just be careful here, kids. Just be careful.
Jump in the middle, you got 6 feet.
Yeah.
Well, fuck up.
Yeah, once you get to that point, it's like, all right, it's done.
Yeah,
all right,
this is good enough.
Go. Get on there and jump.
Wind's not blowing it over, go ahead.
Yep, my go-to was always, I would wait for my sisters to be jumping on it and just kind of playing around, because I didn't have any brothers.
Yeah.
And the nearest boy that lived close to me was probably a mile away, because I was so far in the country, so I didn't have anybody to play with. So what I would do is wait for my sisters to jump on the trampoline, and then I would do like a run-in on them.
Their back turned to you?
Yeah. I would slide in, grab them, and try and put the sharpshooter on them. That was my go-to.
That's the only one you need.
That's the only one I need. And then I would hold it like really long, tap! Like I would do it like it was like a very dramatic part of the match. And then my sister got so terrified they never jumped on the trampoline. And since I was always just waiting for somebody to jump on the trampoline so I can put the shrubbery on, nobody used a trampoline, so then it just rotted away. Like,
effectively.
That was it.
That was it.
Still there, the skeletons of what was.
But then I finally got like one of those like punch bags.
No.
You know, where you punch and it falls down?
Yeah.
I got like an Ultimate Warrior
Like
one
a
of those.
wobble?
Yeah, one of those.
Like,
and I
wait, like the blow up one or like the legit one?
No, the blow up one.
Oh, okay.
Where they have the sand in the bottom.
Yeah.
I got one of those and it was like an Ultimate Warrior one. And Ultimate Warrior was painted on it. And I body slammed it and suplexed it. And keep in mind, this is outside and my dad is doing like a man work across the road, and he is seeing his son, who's of probably 13, 14 years old, like basically doing wrestling maneuvers on a bop it bag while my dad is doing man work. I can only imagine the thoughts that are going through my father's head at this time. Like I'm having
raised a fairy.
Yep. Like I was doing the wrestling the blow up doll thing before it was in
Take
vogue.
that, Ibushi.
Yeah. Before it was in vogue. So basically I was breaking my father's heart much earlier than most people.
To just a little like a tad offshoot. Talking about trampolines. So trampoline parks.
We can make this a trampoline podcast.
I mean, we don't have much other content.
I'm so happy to hear that.
So as a child, I was way into the trampoline and the like, and nowadays like they have trampoline parks. Like we have one sort of near my house, like that Sky High Sports or whatever, and it's those big trampoline deals. So I was like, man, I'm gonna go to one and like work on like maybe this is the springboard into doing high risk maneuvers. Like maybe if I could just do like a flip or a swanton or something, this would be the place to learn because it's safer. So I go. I went to the gym, felt good. I was like, man, I'm gonna go to the fucking trampoline park, do a little bit of cardio, and just work on just doing a straight up like backflip to my land on my stomach. Just regular moonsault. I'm gonna work on. How hard could that be if I go for an hour just to at least get the motions?
Yeah, because you got to learn how to move your body.
Exactly.
And I've always, not to dovetail off your story too far,
please.
But like I always feel like people that can do flips, it's some of them I don't think are any more athletically gifted than maybe me.
Yeah.
I just think they're dumb enough and they don't care about what's going to happen with their body.
Exactly.
Where I feel like when you're smart, you're trying to calculate, how do I move my body? How do I turn it? How do I twist it? What happens if this doesn't go? What should I do? It's that overthinking of it where dumb people can just go, oh, I'm just going to flip my body.
Well, I'll probably put my head in my ass, see what happens with my dick. See how my body ends up. So like I go and like I pay, it was like a half off day. Pay like $7 for an hour. Plenty, not cheap enough. So like I go to the little trampoline section and there's no one there. So I'm like, oh, this is gonna be perfect. And I can look like the biggest asshole I want. Turns out they send people to like if someone is jumping, regardless of how many, there has to be an attendant that walks around the trampoline area. And so this poor teenage girl with her first fucking job has to watch my fat ass jump up and down.
Like, I have to watch a brewery owner do some flips on a trampoline.
This 320-pound hipster fuck over here just jumping up and down. And so then I was like, well, it's kind of awkward. I'll just face away from her. And so then I'm like trying to jump. Man, that shit's hard these days. Like there's the those memes that are like reality and expectation, and in the expectation, it's like me just at least 2 feet, 3 feet in the air. And expectation is when I step on it, the trampoline's almost touching the ground part of the structure, and like I'm trying to jump, and like it would just the trampoline would straighten back out, and that's about the distance in which I got. This was the worst idea. So where eventually I went to the bathroom and then just snuck out the back door. I was really embarrassed about it. This was like a couple months ago. This isn't like years.
And that poor girl's probably like, where did that artisan cheesemaker go?
She's thinking, thank God that vintage leather stretcher is gone.
What if it was her first day on the job?
Yeah.
And she's like, I lost a customer.
Oh my God, he's getting out of the bathroom.
Does this happen all the time?
It was the
Yeah,
worst
we have
experience.
hipsters give up all the time.
It's like they had the foam pit that you could like jump off of like a fixed structure into the foam pit. I was like, well, maybe I'll go try over there. And then as I'm walking around the corner, sounds real gay. There's just like two cool dude employees standing there, and I was like, I'm not gonna give them something to make fun of. I'm not gonna go over to that section anymore. I'll go back over to trampoline park and see if the girl's not there. And then she wasn't. And then as soon as I started jumping again, she fucking came back. So I just left in shame and embarrassment. It's moral of the story. I still don't do flips.
Those trampoline parks are insane. I've never been to one, but I've seen like they have them at different angles and things like that. Like you can just like bounce from one to another. I wish I was that athletic. Like they didn't have that whenever I was growing up. 2 decades ago. Like that would have been the Carowinds of my day. Instead we got dropped off at Carowinds. But I would have much rather been dropped off at a trampoline park and gotten into that basketball too. There's basketball trampolines now.
And they usually have laser tag at all of them.
On laser tag?
Oh yeah, man.
On the trampoline?
No, that'd be too cool.
Oh my goodness. It's brain exploding.
Let's bring it back around to wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting a little far, but let's a nice little detour there into our childhoods and into our psyches and our disappointments.
Yeah, our expectations and realities, guys.
Well, that probably leads right into this promotion right here. Speaking
Welcome to fucking Segways 101.
Expectations and realities. Let's get into the facts about what we are watching today. We are actually watching a compilation VHS tape that is posted on YouTube of the National Wrestling Conference. This is the best of the NWC. It is titled Total Chaos. The National Wrestling Conference was a promotion that was run out of Las Vegas and then later Sacramento. It's had its debut show in October of 1994 and ran in Las Vegas until June of 1996. It primarily ran at the Aladdin Theater in Paradise, Nevada, and also the Silver Nugget Pavilion in Las Vegas, Nevada. They would run once or twice every month. They would bring in such stars as Sabu, Rob Van Dam, Honky Tonk Man, JYD, Terry Funk, and of course, Virgil himself.
Of course.
The promotion later moved to Sacramento, California, where it ran from March 1997 to August of 1998, where it held its last show, and it was a bit more sporadic. They actually had television in Las Vegas, and the promoter was T.C. Martin, who actually is still very active, especially when it comes to radio. He has a Fox Sports show label entitled The T.C. Martin Show. It's a sports talk radio, and it is broadcast to multiple affiliates across the country. I was doing some research on T.C. Martin because I've heard some salacious rumors, which most of them seem to be not true. But
go on.
I heard many salacious rumors, but it turns out he seems to be very straight up, straight and narrow type of guy. He runs a sports talk radio and is a very successful one at that. He does quite well for himself, and I think he's in he founded the Sacramento Sports Hall of Fame. Like he's done a thing or two in his life.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, of all the it's nice to see a wrestling promoter whose wrestling promotion reached such heights and then such lows
And loats.
and then he does well afterwards.
Is that what salacious means?
Salacious? Yes.
Yes.
Salacious, as in scandalous.
Yeah, what were the scandals?
Listen, I just want to put as many S's into words since I can't pronounce them properly today because I'm sick as a dog. So that's kind of what I'm going for there. But there's been many things probably some of the salacious stuff came from scandals. Came from
The salacious scandals.
that probably stemmed from some mismanagement of a few things.
So he didn't like Weinstein somebody, right? Is that what?
No, I heard
it was all money stuff.
I heard money stuff, drug stuff, but at the same time too, some of the sources on that are obviously Honky Tonk Man.
I was about to say, were they Sabu? Because I assumed drug stuff was just his stuff.
Yeah, and then also too, Ultimate Warrior. So like some of these are not credible people. Also too, anytime like a wrestling journalist would show up, they would kind of see, because I have a feeling that part of the reason why this promotion existed is the casinos gave TC money to run these shows, so he had a budget. This was probably coming out of the casino's entertainment budget.
Of course.
So this is just something they could write off or just part of their budget.
That was their surplus, is what it was. It was just like, we're just going to donate this to charity.
Yeah, we're just going to donate this to you, and our charity is Sabu.
Which they still do today with Paragon Pro was what ran in Vegas casinos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just last year.
It's either you bring in like Joey Bishop or you bring in professional wrestling.
Yeah.
So you take your pick.
Hey, it's a crapshoot either way. We're all about the odds.
Yeah. And so I think that so he just didn't have to work that hard on promoting the shows. He just had to hold the shows, and he would book top tier talent. I mean, Sabu is like at the peak of his career right now. Cactus Jack is just coming off of WCW. He's the hottest thing going. I mean, Terry Funk. Still, all these people are very
Virgil.
Hey, Virgil is fresh off his WWF run.
Oh,
He's fresh off beating
those
the $1 million
WWF
man.
tights he's wearing.
Yeah, like he's still wearing his WWF tights, and they're still pretty new,
pristine.
But anytime like a wrestling journalist is looking at this, so they're obviously critiquing. Well, the matches are this. Well, the guys are like they don't have to try that hard because these fans don't really give a crap.
They're not wrestling fans.
They're not wrestling fans. So
they're guys that are fucking down $3,000.
Yeah,
that have been playing the fucking ponies all morning.
Or locals in Vegas. So like, so as far as like, this is not ECW, but everybody would hold it up to that.
Yeah,
and I found a flashback article in the Pro Wrestling Torch where they talked about a show in October of 1995 where the Ultimate Warrior no-showed.
Of course.
Where the Ultimate Warrior was supposed to wrestle Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And then he was later replaced with Virgil. So you replace Ultimate Warrior with Virgil in the main event, and fans started chanting refund and Warrior chants throughout the show. But here's the funny part.
CM Punk.
Yeah, but exactly. Very, very precursor is what we're talking. But here's the thing. The attendance for that show that had advertised the Ultimate Warrior, the attendance for that show was 600.
So it was a very silent chant.
Yeah, so, like... I know for JD when I say only 600 people showed up at the show, but like someone like an Ultimate Warrior to not even break 1,000 like is when you're advertising him it's pretty remarkable. But that's part of the reason that.
Well, where at was it in the career or whatever of Ultimate Warrior? Was he like peak?
Pretty close. I mean he went back to the WWF like shortly after this.
I recognize the WWF.
Yeah.
That makes
perfect man for the podcast, Jake.
Give you another check. Recognizes.
Say something random.
Yeah, the World Wildlife Federation.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
This is between like the two runs and stuff like that where he split the first time after he held Vince up, and then when he comes back again.
Gotcha.
So he's pretty, but he's so.
Anyway,
it's so in demand because he's disappeared there for a while, so people want to see him. So
hell, Hogan and Sting are still in demand, and they haven't been hot for forever. So it's
true.
But see that's the thing that's interesting is you only get 600 people there, and
well, that's what I'm saying. Like that, him being just coming off, quote unquote, is not necessarily mean anything. I mean. They're still big.
I think he's probably commanding anywhere from 10,000 to 15,000.
Oh yeah, they didn't make his money back.
Yeah, and see, I looked up. Luckily, they did a shoot interview with the Ultimate Warrior that was held by Mike Johnson from PWI.
Oh, Mike Johnson.
And he asked him about the
the N-word. He asked about the N-word.
Well, there are clips about that. But the NWC, and he talked about it because he didn't make that many indie appearances, and basically he was doing this, which will explain why he did it, but basically he talked about T.C. Martin and claimed that T.C. didn't live up to his end of the deal, because there's something about ticket sales, and he actually, the night that he no-showed, he stayed in the hotel and just didn't come downstairs.
Oh, good!
So he was there, he did all the promotional stuff, and he just left. And he said he didn't come through with a deal. It's something about ticket sales. So, when things like this happen, I think it's because he realized only 600 people were there, and I'm not going to get my money. When in fact, TC definitely has his money because the casino's giving it to him.
Oh, I got your money, bub.
I got your money. Don't worry. And he's like, no. Wrestlers get really weird when they think they're not going to get paid. But you're already there.
Yeah.
You might as well take what you can get.
Yeah.
Just do it. And in a sense, you might be hurting the promotion a little bit, but nowadays I think it hurts you yourself, your name as a wrestler.
Speaking of, can we take a break? Did you see the new thing with Sid Vicious?
Sid Vicious.
I know he didn't get on a plane for AIWE.
They released. So did you hear what his excuse was?
No, I did not.
Oh.
Okay.
And AIW recorded the phone conversation just in case.
Oh, I love John. I love John.
He blamed it on President Trump's travel ban. That's why he couldn't make it to the show. Because Trump's travel ban also includes things like a speeding ticket. And they wouldn't allow him to travel because of an outstanding speeding ticket due to the travel ban.
Is this domestic travel?
Yes, it is. It is. Funny you ask, because he also cites the fact that he didn't have his passport, even though he was flying from America to America.
What was Sid He's in Georgia or Mississippi or Alabama? It's one of those southern states.
He was in Georgia, but the other Georgia.
Yeah, that's the only way that becomes a problem is if you're flying from Georgia, Russia.
Yeah. Yep. So that's a thing with Sid. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Trump. We need another reason. That's just some good pop culture wrestling right there. Everybody should know about it if you haven't heard it.
See, yeah, that's the thing. A lot of these wrestlers, like Ric Flair used to do this all the time. It's fuck it. I'll just take my money and I'll get out of here and I won't do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, I won't do what I earned this money for.
And they feel like it doesn't hurt them whatsoever. It's just gonna hurt, and it just hurts that promotion. Fuck it. But nowadays, I like that a lot of the things like recording phone calls, posting screen caps of emails, is exposing these people and hurting them as opposed to it's hurting the promotions. Yeah. Which is the first time ever that's been the thing where something like the promotion of not delivering on Ultimate Warrior and NWC probably got all kinds of guff. So, but now it's very clear. No, these people are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
By people you mean the wrestlers.
Yes.
Wrestlers.
Okay. Yes.
And that
arguably the people in Vegas are crazy too.
Yeah,
but that's
right.
Listen, some of these salacious things I've heard about TC may be true. So
these salacious scandals, or the Salacious Scandal Society.
But let me talk to you why Ultimate Warrior was even interested in coming to the NWC.
Did it have to? Never mind.
But it'll dovetail back into this actual video.
Okay.
Segues, my friend.
Segue 101.
Part of the reason he was actually talking about being a co-promoter. At one point in time, it was discussed of this wrestling promotion. But part of the reason it was intriguing to him is because he saw it as a platform to promote his Warrior workout video.
That's what I was going to ask.
And Warrior University, because he had a lot of ex-football players in Scottsdale that he was going to train to be pro wrestlers.
Mongo McMichaels.
Yes, exactly. But he had this Warrior workout video, hence why on one of the first commercial releases from the National Wrestling Conference included a commercial with the Ultimate Warrior on it. The Warrior workout from the most dedicated man on the planet.
I feel like I've seen this before. The Warrior workout video.
Well, I would hope so. You watched this video.
Oh, well, no.
Before this?
Before this. It was in the early 90s. Is that when it came out? Or
they definitely ran ads for it on WWF, and I'm sure that was part of the.
That's probably what I was.
Probably a part of the negotiation and bringing him back. Hey. I really want to get my Warrior University, my Warrior workout video. Can you run this on Raw? And they're like, sure.
Which just seemed to be lap pull downs. This is the entire workout is just
Like,
not even getting to your chest, bro.
well, the thing is, he was like biting down like he was eating something.
Yeah.
Like I kept thinking, it's like this is like a Zane Riley workout where you like put an Italian
so
sub in
just
front of him.
throwing like just pulling submarine sandwiches in my mouth. So when I was young, I used to take bear claws 2 at a time and then get lodged.
But yes, the greatest workout video tape ever. I think Jane Fonda would disagree, but
Who that bitch ever beat?
no kidding. Well, she was working for the competition at that time,
Yeah.
so.
Fuck her.
And then, of course, after this commercial, we get into Q Jock Jams. Are we at the Comedy Zone, JD? Like, welcome to the funniest night of your life, or NWC Total Chaos.
Please turn your phones to silent. Do not use flash photography.
And/or.
Womp, 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 womp,
Are you ready for this?
How cheesy can this get?
TC Martin gives us a rundown of all the matches that we will see on here, and TC looking like a very dapper man, which when you see in the credits, they even give a credit for TC Martin's wardrobe is provided by.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So that classy of a video. So
Had to get everybody's information in there.
Absolutely. But we kick right off into match number 1. Hey, we're only like 25 minutes into this podcast, and we're just now getting to match number 1.
Well, hell, we're a quarter of the way there then. Well, depending on if you watch that black screen at the very end for 5 minutes like I did.
Well,
Wait for the next part.
I actually did not. I mean, like, I saw the black screen and I was like, yes.
it's over.
I was like, man, something's coming.
I didn't know there was more after that.
No,
Longest
they
sting intro.
they just converted that tape over, probably set it at 2 hours. They never shortened the file.
Oh, yeah.
But they had to edit out the Ultimate Warrior intro video, promo video. But match number 1, Desert Death Match, which took place in October 29th, 1994, between Sabu and Cactus Jack. The referee was legendary Jesse Hernandez.
O.J. Hearns.
Who was the ring announcer? Who was that?
That
guy?
was-
TC Martin.
That's
the man.
TC Martin.
That's
Okay.
his money boy.
Okay.
Mr. Salacious himself.
Okay, all right. That's who we've been talking about. All right,
Sultan of
That's-
Salacious.
that makes now I got a face with who you've been
The
talking
name.
about.
Whose name I've been dropping,
Yeah.
more so than Ultimate Warrior.
Yes,
Like,
yeah. I too dislike him.
Okay.
Yes.
I too feel like he didn't live up to his end of the bargain.
I've just known his. I've just known him through this video. And I just wanted to say that.
I've
through the
only watched
video.
his best of VHS and feel slighted by him.
Yes, that's totally true.
His pirated VHS.
Somehow I don't feel like I got his best.
23 years later, not happy.
File a complaint. Well, you might as well call in that phone number that they provided
Yeah.
at the end and file a complaint.
Which would have been real rad if had I done that.
Yes. I want to file a complaint. And it was TC
I
Martin.
was about to say, hey man, it's TC, what's up? Trying to get some of these VHSs?
Oh, you ready for this?
You reached TC Martin.
Was he an announcer too? Did he go and do the ring announcing, or was it just the? Or excuse, like I know he did the main like.
He did in
thing.
some of them, but not in all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
I thought
did
I
in
heard
this
some
one.
more.
Yes.
All right.
He did also the commentary, the announcing, introduction between the matches. Yes.
I mean, that hair of his was just it was.
Well, now he has no hair.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah,
bald.
he looked like Dan Anderson. And that's his
Skinny
name from
one.
like Night Court and stuff.
Harry Anderson.
Henry Anderson.
Yes.
Anderson.
Oh, Henry. Okay.
He was also Harry the Hat on Cheers.
Yes, he was.
Because he would come in and do not jokes, but magic, and take everybody's money. Let's talk about this Desert Death match. Some of the highlights that I liked the most was the fact that the old lady didn't want to move at the commission's the athletic commission's table, and she almost got suplexed on.
As she should have been.
Yeah, she gave 0 fucks.
This shit's fake. It won't even hurt if he falls on me.
Yeah, that's what they were thinking, and somebody's like, "No, you need to fucking move.
What do you mean that's 300 pounds?
This table's gonna come up and smack you in the face, you old hag."
Yeah.
Yeah, half the crowd was just like, "What's happening right now? Are we supposed to like move? I don't know."
I'm not gonna.
And the cameraman's like, "Am I supposed to film this?"
Right.
'Cause
the ongoing thing where everyone in these matches eventually gets into a fight with a crowd member?
Oh yeah, I love that. I love every bit of that. I love how Cactus Jack politely tries to take a cane away from an old man, and like Grandpa's strength's like, no, you're
sir.
not. You're not taking this cane away from me.
I know what you're gonna do. I love Sabu.
I love Sabu with every beat of my heart, sir. You will not use this cane to hit him with it. No. And then the fight in the concession stand, which we barely see.
Yeah,
barely
you don't see nothing of that.
See nothing of that.
And then they go up into the casino, right? Is that what you're talking about, the concession stand?
Well, they went to the concession stand, and then they're back in the ring.
Yeah.
Then they go back to fighting in the casino. Completely missed the pile driver on the blackjack table.
Hey, man.
Which might as well be an urban legend.
Yeah.
I like they brought it up in the promo. We never saw footage of it. Like, people talk about like legendary pieces of footage. In professional wrestling, they talk about like the lost minutes of the last battle of Atlanta between Buzz Sawyer and Tommy Rich. I want to find the footage of Cactus Jack pile driving Sabu on the blackjack table. Like that's the piece of footage that I'm trying to find. And then what happens then? Well, like was the pit boss like freak out?
Yeah, see, I would have to think that there was just so many things like they didn't really do it.
Yeah,
because like all the money that would have gone askew. The insane implications that would have befallen the casino itself.
Yeah.
Of just so many, like, business, like, whoever regulates casinos. All the complaints to them, and that would come down in that casino. They'd shut Aladdin's down. He'd be out of wishes.
Yeah,
all kinds of crazy.
Yeah. The Las Vegas Athletic Commission you can kind of laugh off, but the Gaming Commission, I guarantee you can't laugh that off.
Yeah, true.
They were that guy with a sniper bullet on him, just ready. I got to beat on him. We need to take him out. If he touches that, we'll shoot him.
Especially like '94, there's probably still remnants of like the
old Vegas alley beats.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I like. There's probably still sniffs of it and wanders of it.
Yeah, but was it like in a high class casino where they're like gambling that amount of money? Like,
I would assume that if the lower the class, the worse the boss.
Oh yeah.
Like it'd be like there would be like a really nice ball peen hammer, like displayed on the wall kind of thing. Like, go get Betsy.
Yeah, because like the newer ones would be like big, large conglomerates.
But I mean, it could have been on a blackjack table where it was like $10,000.
Now if they would have been
a smaller table,
if they'd have thought this through, got a couple plants, some of the young boys to sit at a blackjack table, fake bet, and then there. But I doubt old TC thought about that.
That wasn't part of the game plan to end up out in the casino, was it?
Couldn't be.
Yeah. I feel like they didn't have a game plan. I was watching.
Maybe Sabu and Cactus knew that they were going to do that beforehand.
Okay, gotcha.
But I don't think... TC might have said it as a joke. Oh, man, you can go anywhere to go. You can fight up in the casino if you want.
I mean, some of it looked incentivized by TC or whoever like pushed like, oh, well, you guys got to go out into the casino because then I mean that's where they took him. He eventually was like, I don't care what the crowd says.
Well, who knows?
There's no rules. That's the only rule.
These show they made
no disqualifications.
Right. This is very early in the promotion. Maybe. Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out. Maybe I've got a wavelength into TC's mind right now. Ooh. Maybe I've got some salacious thoughts in my head right now. Maybe he's because it's very early on in the promotion. It's 94. Yeah, it's doing weird things. It's tingling right now.
Standing on edge right now.
Maybe he's just like, hey, why don't you guys fight in the casino to let people know that we actually have wrestling.
Maybe at this casino, you down.
Maybe they'll follow you down, buy a ticket, and be like, "What's going on down here?" Or maybe we can ask about it, like, "When's the next show?" Or "What's going on?" as an advertisement. Maybe this is a publicity stunt.
Maybe
to fight in a casino to let people know that they have wrestling going on at this casino.
That's true.
So that's a great promotional stunt. I like it. Maybe like the setup, like you said, have some young boys playing blackjack, and we're gonna do this here because, like I said, I don't know how the Athletic Gaming Commission could allow that to happen unless this is a part of some very large Ocean's 11 type plot.
No, that's just something that you just let happen and then be like, I didn't know it was going to happen afterwards.
The Fox was down at the Bellagio stealing some shit, so everybody was over there.
Yeah, that was the false flag for some.
Yeah, this is the red herring.
This is the lights going out at the Evander Holyfield fight. Like, this is what happened. So who knows?
Can scale it down a bit.
What what can you say about this match, JD? Especially these two combatants, Cactus Jack and Sabu. What would you like?
Do you know who they are?
I have no idea who Sabu is. I was very happy to see Mankind. Okay. So I recognized him, and I knew that he was a Cactus Jack beforehand. I played with him on a different N64 characters or whatever.
I like to point out that he's just doing finger guns in the air on an audio-only podcast.
Well, listen,
I'm talking to y'all.
The entire conversation.
He's just like, hey, Cactus Jack, just having the finger guns the whole time. He's still doing it right now.
He's right now. Not stopping.
He's not even talking, but he's still doing finger guns.
Bang, bang.
He just gave 2 guns to Jesus and blew the barrels and holstered.
Well, did you see the B-roll footage or the cutaway shot to the crowd? There was the old lady in the front row that did the bang bang.
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah. That was awesome. Because of all the people that you would expect to give finger guns, it wouldn't be that old lady. Nope. I'll tell you that much.
I like to think when the camera got off that old man that cock blocked that cane shot, he just pointed up to the sky, Sabu style.
I don't get Sabu. I don't understand him. I don't know who he is. And I mean, the only reason I know who Cactus Jack is because he made his,
finger guns.
And finger guns, these finger guns. Mm-hmm. And that's the only reason I know him. And I couldn't get to know, also, after the wrestling match, Cactus Jack's, whole spiel on it. That was really good. That was really good. Was it a promo? Was that what it was?
Yeah, it was like an interview to get you hyped up for the next match.
Oh, okay. Because that was really awesome. I don't know. But the whole entire match that they were there, I was confused, because it was real. They're throwing people through tables, and then at the end, Sabu is the most confusing because the match is over, yet he throws himself back through another table, and it's a good thing.
Yeah, and all knees.
Yeah. Yes! Just the whole time!
Yeah.
Just
the whole time. It made me hurt so bad.
Right, and there's no point for him to do it.
It's his curtain call. Because
according to him it is. Yeah. I didn't know that until...
No, that was Sabu's thing.
That is the stupidest curtain call ever.
They just bow like a normal person.
Yeah, right? Or stand on the table.
Yeah. Well,
that just hurts. Why hurt yourself further?
If I'm not mistaken, the origin of it came from when he would go with his uncle, the Sheik, to Japan. The Sheik told him to go do something. And basically that was that's what he did. He got a table and he just did a moonsault through it. So
that's awesome.
And they were like, oh?
And see, breaking tables, we see it all the time in wrestling, and probably when you were watching wrestling, it was very prevalent. But Sabu was doing it before anybody else was. And that was his thing.
Gotcha.
So seeing a table break in a wrestling ring was like seeing Pete Townsend for the first time slam his guitar down on stage. So that's basically what that is.
Okay. So I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea. So that makes more sense. Yeah. That makes more sense because
But it would make more sense if you didn't land all knees
in the worst way possible. Because 3 minutes before he went through the table and it was a bad thing.
Yeah. I was going to say.
And he was like,
almost got pinned for it until Till Hernandez was like, no, his shoulders aren't even on anything.
Yeah.
At one point through that table spot, Mick pinned him, 1, 2, 3, but he only counted 1, 2, and then just kind of
Oh, I like Jesse.
Hand shoved him off.
I like Jesse Hernandez in that when he was doing the counts, he didn't want to slap the ground too hard.
Oh, because that shit hurts.
That hurts apparently, but he's still going.
Yeah, there were long counts.
And shuck him off. No Mick.
Shuck him off. So
he's up.
But yeah,
he's still down.
Right. This match was crazy. I did where Cactus went for the hangmans and got his head caught.
Yeah, it was real good.
And then Sabu did the leg drop onto his head.
Yeah,
I was those are the moments that make you realize that's why Sabu was as popular.
Oh yeah.
So those are
watching this whole thing, man, I always I know more about Sabu today through experiences than I ever did back when I'd watch him in ECW and stuff, and never really watched him much in WCW.
There wasn't much to watch.
Yeah, but I was I've been exposed to more of him now, and to see him in old video like that and how great he was, and then see him today, it's a real big mind fuck.
Yeah.
Because like I have so much appreciation for Sabu then, but then I see him again and he's a real big cocksucker, and so it's like I feel real bad about it.
It makes you feel real good that you got a savings account.
Yeah, right? I gotta check it in to save this motherfucker. You got a genie.
Well, I mean, Wells Fargo forces you to have a savings account.
last time I saw Sabu, he was being forced out of WrestleCade.
So we talked about the promo. JD really liked it. And tell you what, JD like that's like only 40% of how good he was.
Yeah,
really. Oh yeah. I could show you some promos that are mind blowing on Cactus Jack.
Because they were, I mean, I was just like really, I was like, wow, that's
get you in.
The whole wrestling thing. Like to me, like that part, the promo part was just. I'm sold whenever I was watching that. Like, let's watch it again.
That's the other thing, too, is about Cactus Jack at this time. You're like, gosh, man, like, you really see how much of a 5-tool player he was with the promos, with what he was doing in the ring, the way he'd sacrifice his body.
I don't think he was that good at the promos as Mankind later, or on, was it later on in the career?
Yeah, later.
Okay. Cause,
this is just before his WWF.
Gotcha, because I don't know. I don't think that translated as well. I would have remembered Mankind more for that stuff than I do. So anyway, this is catching up on Cactus Jack. To see that, I was really impressed. It was awesome to watch, actually.
But now,
well, if you didn't get enough of it,
you didn't get enough of it. Match number 2, which is a steel cage match with weapons. From January 13th, 1995, between Cactus Jack and Sabu.
Desert Deathmatch 2. Electric Boogaloo.
TC gives a rundown of the weapons that are in this match.
We've got a table over there.
Which makes him sound so less impressive.
Yeah.
But then especially when the last item that he lists is something that fell out of the ceiling earlier. And then I started thinking, well, maybe it has asbestos in it, and then maybe that's the most dangerous thing in this match.
Oh, it definitely is.
So,
got the black lung pop.
Because he just lists stuff, and it did not put over the danger that is that shovel. Fuck that shovel.
Shovel ruins faces. I don't understand, like, as there, TC, again, always says that, like, this is the first ever steel cage match of its kind.
With weapons.
With weapons, yeah. First of its kind. Is there always, like, a first of its kind? Like, is that, like, the big thing for the NWC? They're trying to, like, push the envelope further and further?
That's everybody.
Everybody?
Everybody.
That's the professional wrestling world? Okay.
I think Thunderdome would have already happened in WCW, right?
Well, that definitely happened in Mad Max before this.
No, they had the Thunderdome match where they had, like, they could swing on the ropes and they had weapons in there. Like, I think that would have happened, like, 91, so, like,
and then there'd have been the Halloween Havoc with the electric chair.
Yeah, I think that was prior. Yeah, that was definitely was prior as well. So that had weapons in it. That had weapons in it as well.
Okay.
This didn't have
It didn't have that name.
Yeah, it
wasn't a death match in the desert. It wasn't the second one.
Or an electric chair.
Or a shovel.
Yeah.
The shovel death match.
Yeah. Just have a match where you're swinging that shovel around. That's the most legit thing.
I think it was brutal.
And then, of course, there's a moment where, like, Sabu just, like, climbed to the top and Cactus Jack climbed up behind him and they both fell through a table.
Good.
I don't know if that was supposed to be a German back suplex or what was supposed to go on, but, like, that was weird.
Well, that was the thing, man.
That was the thing. But the thing is, like, the Desert Death match was already, like, so wild and crazy. Like, this was very much a part down. I don't say this is as good as the Desert Death match. It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of knew what it was about the first 10 minutes into it, and it still went for another 20 minutes.
Yeah, you're watching, like, basically this best of is, like, 45 minutes of Sabu and Cactus Jack beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, real bad.
And
the announcers just monotonely yelling about everything. It's like...
Oh my god, he hit him with a chair!
He's got the shovel again!
Yeah,
is that ketchup? Is that mustard? How much of that? How much of ketchup?
Finally, Sabu wins it. He does his curtain call. A fan, like, gets up against the cage.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, they get out and try to come back, and then another time, a wrestler's trying to fight a fan.
Love it. I miss Las Vegas. People are on vacation.
Yeah, I was
So go fight a wrestler.
Yeah.
They're not real.
What happens here stays here, man. Fuck it, do it.
Do wrestlers, like, really punch crowd members? Or, I mean,
if they came at him, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I would love to. You guys should have told me to watch that video.
Well, there's a bunch of videos of wrestlers beating the shit out of fans in the ring.
All right, we'll have to come back.
Well, there's actually a little bit here in match number 3 if we're ready to move on from that.
My fucking favorite match.
Match number 3 from February 11th, 1995. Branding iron match between Terry Funk and Virgil. The dream match we didn't think we wanted to see, but we got.
We never deserved it.
Yes. What are your thoughts on this match, gentlemen?
I particularly enjoyed the fact that I'm watching it right now. This is what
You got signal in here?
I got through like this match. I started it, and then my wife got home, and she's like, "What the fuck are you watching?"
Did you just watch it this morning?
I did. I started watching
cool.
it this morning, and then I got like, I was like, "Shit, I gotta drive here," so I was watching it on my way here. I liked how he pulled down his pants and poured liquor down his pants, and then the bottle.
Yeah.
The bottle.
Like, let's question. Like, apparently Terry Funk likes ass play.
Oh,
Like,
I'd be more surprised if you told me he didn't like ass play. Terry Funk's the greatest man on God's green earth.
God, like, and that's the thing too. Watching this match, I'm like, because at first I was like, this. You know, I'll be honest. This match is part of the reason why I picked this. I'm like, Virgil versus Terry Funk. Like, really?
What's the best that could happen?
What's the best that could happen? Apparently everything.
The fucking match is what this could fucking happen.
Like, holy fucking shit, is Terry Funk the best? Like, just
from the get-go.
Like, fell through a table 30 seconds in. Punched the commentator, which they did commentary in post, and then they punched him mid-match. But like, they had to, like, sell it in post.
No,
like,
I got punched.
I got punched by Terry Funk when I'm back and I'm fine.
He's like, my partner ran away. It's just me right now.
Yeah, and then he punches a random photographer who they say is Mr. Yamaguchi or Jimmy Suzuki.
He falls on them.
But the photographer is clearly Caucasian.
It's a white dude.
Is a white dude with a mustache.
The whitest man there.
Like with a flat top. Looks like he goes to a very conservative barber who watches Fox News all day on a tube TV. Like, there's no way that guy is from Japan. But yeah, poor Spicardi.
I love that everyone that like he fucks with are like laughing and smiling about it. Like if I ran a show and I knew that was gonna happen, like, if you motherfuckers smile, I'll kill you.
But that's the greatest moment of their life. Like Terry Funk is beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, he pushes that fan in the crowd.
Listen, when Terry Funk slapped the fuck out of me, I was smiling the entire time. Like when that man took his man hands and slapped it across my face,
hands,
just fucking slapped me as hard as and he was in my corner. Like he was supporting me against the fight against Jerry Lawler.
That was my partner.
That was my partner. That was the guy that wanted me to win, who was hitting me as hard as as he could.
Just wanting to get you going, Bubba. That blood flowing.
And just
get you boiling.
That DDT sell where he takes the DDT and then crawls and leaves a snail trail across the ring. What the fuck?
Like, genius. I just want to start doing that stuff now.
Yeah.
Like I was watching. I was like, man, I hope when I'm that old in wrestling, like I want to act that way. But
I want to do that shit right now.
But then I was like, I don't want to be that old in wrestling. I'm just gonna start doing it now.
Yeah. I that's the thing. Like, there's no way you would have to have a whole bunch of clout to get away with like 25% of what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no way that he brawls with a fan. He's just doing all kinds of just really fucked up shit that would make you lose a fucking building. And the thing is, it's like, I want to do that, and it's like you're so enthralled in what's going on because you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen next. Every turn, it's improv. He doesn't give a fuck. He's just like going balls out, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, I'm just so engaged in every bit of this. But you can see, even then, he's having a hard time getting around. Yeah. But he's giving everything as far as the performance goes. And keep in mind, he's still got a couple more years where he's doing moonsaults. Yeah. Like, it's just insane to me. Like,
How many years has he been at it at this point in his career?
50 plus.
Not that many. I mean, he did wrestling.
He is a lot of fun to watch, though.
And well, at this time, he'd probably been wrestling for 20
Okay.
years.
Yeah. Okay. This was 20 years ago.
Yeah. So he'd been, 40. He just wrestled this year.
Oh yeah, he's doing his retirement tour.
Yeah, he just wrestled in North Carolina and South Carolina. Mm-hmm. Supposedly the last matches ever in those eras.
In those states. I think he's coming back to North Carolina.
Who's he wrestling for?
Anybody that'll have him.
Really?
Yeah.
This particular point was big time wrestling.
Yeah, and we brought the wrestling ring, and you always want to get the ropes are tight and make sure they're secure. He's like, these goddamn ropes are too tight. They're gonna break me. And I'm like, Terry, you've gone through barbed wire and tables. These ropes are not gonna fucking hurt you. Okay,
you're not gonna hit these fucking ropes.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, so. That's why they're too goddamn tight.
Exactly. But anyways,
can we just keep talking about Terry Funk the rest of this
goddamn,
he's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
I thought this match would be a joke because it's fucking Virgil.
Yeah,
it's fucking Virgil. Yeah, who gives a fuck about Virgil? It's meat, sauce,
and fuck money and Terry Funk.
But fucking Terry Funk makes you give a fuck about Virgil. That's the beauty of this. Yeah. This whole thing is he makes you give a fuck about Virgil.
Why can't anybody give a fuck about me?
my biggest cringe moment in this was actually when they break that really nice chair towards the end of the match.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh my god, somebody's gotta pay for that fucking chair, which has become a big thing in my life these days.
Yeah,
real chair.
When you move into the office, that's what happens.
Yeah. Oh man, Friday night I had 2 chairs broken that are owned by a bingo hall, and I was losing my goddamn mind. I was like, who's paying for those chairs, boys? Let me see your envelopes. I'm paying for these chairs.
Chairs are not cheap.
Steve had to calm me down. I was hot about it. He's like, we'll just put them in the back. They won't know. All right. Next motherfucker breaks a chair though.
But Terry Funk's just throwing garbage cans around.
Yeah, just rubber ones at that.
Punching a fan.
Terry, go out there, Terry. Do what you want to do.
Breaking tables 30 seconds in. They're taking, liquor bottles and pouring them on each other. Taking shit up his ass because he loves it. All these things.
Because he's into a good little bit of pinot.
Yeah.
A little bit of pint, a little penetration, never hurt nobody. God damn, my doctor does twice as worse every other month.
God damn it. Then finally,
just a Bacardi bottle. God, if it was a Captain bottle, it'd fucking hurt.
Terry Funk wins the match, goes the brand Virgil, which is it racist?
It's 100% racist.
Okay. Yeah. But luckily JYD makes the save.
Well, he brands the ref first.
Yes, brands the ref because he's a wild man.
Yeah.
So
because somebody wants to see a brand. I think it's gonna be a little too racist if I brand the black boy.
but it also too you want to protect Virgil because Virgil is their big baby face in this promotion, which. I feel like this promotion is the reason why Virgil has fuck money.
Yeah. He still has NWC fuck money.
Yeah, because they use him on almost every single show.
Probably because he lives in the basement.
It's got to be something.
He's got his merch table set up on the strip, brother. He's just right there.
That's what's of all people.
He's a janitor at this place.
Of all people in existence. Your number one babyface. The guy that you use on every single fucking show.
You're Ricky Morton.
Virgil.
You're come on,
Virgil is your fucking John Cena.
Yeah.
Has to say something.
I buy that 100%.
Has to say something. Moving right along to Powers of Pain interview.
Jesus fuck me Christ.
Not much to see there. Nor was the match.
Warlord is a fucking idiot.
Yes.
So burnt.
Yeah.
Annoyed.
What about you, Barbarian? Don't ask Barbarian what he thinks about this. Sorry, Warlord.
Yeah.
Sorry,
now I see why they put Mr. Fuji with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy who could barely speak English.
When the man hawks into the microphone and that's the highlight of the promo.
Yeah.
Oh.
He cared very little about this, which match number 4, which is the semifinals of their tag team tournament, which happened August 25th, 1995. Powers of Pain versus Aerial Assault, which consists of Bob Bradley and Rob Van Dam. So get it? Robbie and Bobby? Very cutesy.
Rob and Bob.
Yeah. Bobby, not quite as good as Robbie. Nor did he have the career that Rob Van Dam had.
Not much aerial on his part. He must have been the assault part.
You've been waiting for that, Jim.
Yeah, I sure did.
Bravo, sir.
Follow that, killer. There's been another edition of How This Get Booked.
There's really not a whole lot to say about this.
This was a fucking terrible match.
Why do you put this last on your best of tape?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Did he do some shit with Bobby?
I don't know.
Maybe he did
Bobby's one of like Jesse's trainees. Like he came up with Louis Piccoli, and really Bobby's claim to fame is tagging with Rob Van Dam. Although he did wrestle in All Japan with Rob Van Dam.
Yeah,
so,
I mean they are aerial assault. You can't do one without the other.
Exactly.
You can't just have aerial.
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot from Powers of Pain. Like they definitely, but also too, this is in the middle of a tag tournament.
Yeah.
Like this is probably like the second or third match they've had that night. So they really.
And you know that it has to be the second, and you know they were pissed that they were going on to the second round, but they weren't going to lose.
Yeah. So that's why they did the DQ finish and what they did and just powerbombed the fuck out of both these guys.
For being a heavy ass boy, Bobby took 2 good power bombs.
Yeah, he's a little chunky little guy.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna powerbomb anybody, it'd be Rob Van Dam. But Rob Van Dam's like, nope, I got a career.
No, he had a real nice ass in that show too, man. Not to
He's
sound funny or anything.
No, Rob Van Dam.
He had a real good butt shot on him at one point. I was like, man, look at him.
Look at them honchos.
No, Rob Van Dam always had a good ass.
Yeah, man.
Like he really even in ECW. Like you
could put together like a Clydesdale.
Oh yeah, like you could set a drink on that ass.
Yeah, like, he looked real good.
I've always said that about Rob Van Dam.
He looked stupid young though. Like he looked insane young.
But the thing is, like they call him Rob Van Dam because he looked like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Now,
cousin.
Now, if we keep in mind, Rob Van Dam. Sweet cheeks and blood sport.
Hey,
maybe it wasn't so much how he looked in the face, but how he looked in the backside.
Yep.
I'm just saying. Man. Maybe that's why he got the nickname Rob Van Dam.
Brother had a caboose that didn't stop.
Mm-hmm. Yummy. But we've come to the end of this tape, but the video file that I sent you guys
had half an hour left.
Yes, had a half an hour of black, which anybody that logged on to howdidthisgetbooked.com, you saw the video that we saw. But this commercial tape did include an Ultimate Warrior interview, which I do have a copy of that I'll try and put up on the Facebook page, the How Did This Get Booked Facebook page. But there are a few NWC Ultimate Warrior promos, and I sent a couple of those to Zane Riley for him to play on his phone right now, if he wouldn't mind playing those. Okay. If you can do those. But they're quite interesting. They're only like a minute and a half long, but I'll share the magic with you, JD.
Let me hear it.
And our listeners that have tuned in.
You want number 1 or number 2?
I think number 2 is very close to what was on this tape, so let's just play number 2 and
let's see if it'll load for me.
If not, I'll pull it up on my phone. I can get access it very quickly as well.
So I have Sprint, and I'm the only one that's getting service.
The 9th wonder of the world has just hit. They say there's 8 wonders of the world. Well, the 9th wonder of the world has just entered the NWC. He's the man that knows no bounds. He's the man that's known as Mr. Intensity. He's the man known simply as Warrior. Mr. Billy Anderson, one of the true warriors of all time. We're no stranger, Warrior. Can I have the forum, Mr. Billy Anderson? It's all yours.
Get the fuck off the stage.
Out there that have been asking for the last 2
He looks like a Jack D. Snyder.
What happened to the Ultimate Warrior? What happened to the Warrior? What happened? Why'd he leave all those places that he was? And where's he going to be again? Wherever I may be, you can believe me, there's a message in the passion I have for answering challenges. And if there are those with familiar names, Honky Tonk Man, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, those others that are here grooming themselves to become superstars in whatever federation, whatever group or organization they choose. I'm here to seek and raise them to the level they can come to, or I'm here to take the familiar ones back down to the dungeon where the warriors have been hanging and banging for the last 2.5 years. Forget me not! The warrior stands all alone. There are those that will imitate the warrior. There are those that will try and duplicate what I possess. But there is no one who feels the clawing of those warriors in his back, in the meat, in the spine, like I do.
I think those are the original lyrics of Wherever I May Roam by Metallica.
All right, just because of that, we're going to listen to this other one, because that's too good to skip.
Yeah. Put a little closer to the microphone.
Okay. Oh, I fucked it up. There we go. Oh, take 2. Bullet, I'm sorry. Okay.
have brought in one of the most devastating wrestlers of all time. He's a former Intercontinental Champion. He's a former World Heavyweight Champion. Oh my God, come on in, Warrior.
Hey, Billy Anderson, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Hanging out here in the NWC,
That's right, we got the finest talent.
For you, brother, because I can remember a day when you could even answer a challenge.
Wow, well.
Maybe you need to show up at Warrior University and take care of some of that.
Oh my.
But in regards,
He just knocked the shit out of him.
and the legends and the myths, there has been only one warrior. There have been those that have tried to duplicate, imitate, but nobody stands as great and powerful as the Ultimate Warrior, formerly the Ultimate Warrior. The warrior
Copyright infringement.
I'm not trying to get sued.
for taking challenges and destroying them and laying them to the warriors that have already made the sacrifices. It makes no difference. Call me whatever you want.
You know, Warrior, you've always said believe in yourself and you can conquer anything. And I know you followed that. What are you going to
That's the
do?
message
What are you
I
going to
have
do
to
with
be
the top 10?
Brother.
Responsible for it being here. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to critique. I'm here to watch
You're
and
not.
see those superstars in the NWC that are rising up to the challenge. And those that are big enough and man enough to stand before the warrior, come on, I seek you out.
All I know is Sabu, JYD. I don't care who you are here in the NWC. You better watch out because the Warrior is... He's here! Oh, my!
God damn.
Billy Anderson just came right there.
God, they think I'm gonna start fucking.
So there's a little double feature there for you since the video file didn't include that one. You at least got those two right there. Nice little gems. But JD, overall, everything you saw, what are your reactions, feelings? Does it inspire you to watch more pro wrestling?
More of TJ. What was his name?
TC.
TC. No, not TC. The
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk. That's what I'm trying to say. Terry Funk. More of him. More
TF.
people like him.
Okay.
But I haven't. So like it's been way too long since I've gotten into it. I know that you do your stuff and y'all do your stuff on the side, and I haven't been out to see.
And our paths never cross.
Right. Oh, y'all don't wrestle.
And none of the two shall pass.
He does his thing, you do your thing, and
You guys are kind of weird or whatever.
No, I love the weird. I love it. I'm just not. I'm so far removed, but I'm definitely more interested now. I would love to come back.
especially
and,
that Terry Funk exists in this universe.
Yeah.
You can do all your Terry Funk wormall work now.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't know. I appreciated.
What's the deal
exposure.
with Terry Funk?
Yeah.
But what else do you put other than Terry Funk? Anything else that you imparted from this?
I didn't realize how violent they would be with the chairs and the cutting of the faces and the shovels and things. I didn't and the liquor bottles and shit.
Disregard for human safety.
Yeah. I knew it's all like an improv thing or whatever, but I especially with the moves in the mat and stuff, but like outside of the mat, as far as those chairs like hitting them in the face, like I thought there was like some kind of like an art form or like special chairs that they're using, and those are just totally real things. They're just taken to the face. Yep. So that caught me off guard. And I appreciate the after promo videos and stuff. Those are a lot of fun to watch. They were not as cool that I could remember from back in the day. So that was appreciative as well.
Okay. Well, I mean, it was total chaos.
Yes.
That's the name of the video.
Totes chaos, guys.
So before we get out of here, anything you got to say, Zane, or anything that you want to say about
Forever.
Of course. But JD, please, if you got a Twitter handle, Instagram, Facebook, let people know where they can catch you and find out this is going to come out this Thursday. If you get any shows coming up, please go ahead. You have a live microphone. You're a performer. You know what to do.
So at JD Colwell is my Instagram. It might be at JD_Colwell. But I have a website, jdcolwell.com, and all of that stuff's on there. I don't really doodle that much on the social medias except for on Facebook, and I'm really bad. I'm on my Facebook account, account rather than my like promotional Facebook page. So you can search that. It's JD Colwell on there. I always just tell people to search things because I'm just a schmuck. I don't know my own handles.
But most of the time you're at the Comedy Zone hosting, especially like about every Tuesday, Wednesday.
You're very Virgil at the Comedy Zone.
Yeah, I'm actually done out there at the Comedy Zone as far as like hosting the open mic out there. I've been hosting out there for the last year and a half and stuff, and I've come up to Debbie, and Debbie wants to move it, try somebody else in that spot, I guess, to add it to her whole development that she's trying to do for whoever. So I think Jason King is going to be out there doing the open mics, and I don't know if that's going to be like a rotating spot now for her, for somebody to do, but so basically now, this 2018, I am really trying to go do different tours around, do your different shows, the Southern Brewing Company, and basically tour around North and South Carolina. And the next one I have happening is going to be for Chris Corrado down in his room. I think it's the...
God bless you.
Yeah, right? That's the trenches.
That's
the trenches.
That's the trenches.
And he knows
I've...
Chris Corrado shows are amazing. He always makes sure to take care of his comedians, and that makes the show that much more. That's the only joy that's brought to doing those shows. But it is. He always puts them in the most difficult rooms that like don't, are friendly.
Give a fuck about comedy.
There you go. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. And he just like it's a way for comedians to cut their teeth, and if you can handle those kind of rooms, then they're a lot of fun. And I don't know. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be January 19th. I think I can't remember. It's not Koozies. It's not.
Koozies.
I know. That's
the
positive.
legendary Koozies.
Yeah, the legendary. That place is legendary. Oh my God. You've done shows there, right?
Yes, I have.
Zane, you've
I've
done a show there?
written a bit about it. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Bars on the window to keep people in.
Goddamn, can I run a wrestling show there?
Like if you thought the place where we did your roast was bad.
Oh no.
Times that by 3. Like at least.
No.
Look at where this show is at. He recently tagged me. But that's the next one. It's January 19th, and it is going to be... Load, fucking spread, load, not Koozies. That would be there with D.
God damn it.
And Hideaway, comedy at the Hideaway.
Okay.
Johnson City?
No, that's why it's confusing more. Rock Hill, South Carolina, at the Hideaway, January 19th, everybody. I'll be doing about 20 minutes out there. I want to get out and do the show for Grayson too as well.
Yeah,
have you done those?
I did it this Thursday. It was actually really good. I was thinking like, oh gosh, none of these because whatever.
Yeah,
but then, like I did it because I saw all the people there, and I just like, oh, another one of these where like you're just doing comedy to back to people's heads or trying to talk over people. As soon as the show started, everybody shut the fuck up. Everybody was crammed in a room.
I'm so happy to
hear that. It was fantastic. Yeah. And he's just like, do as much time as you want. I'm like, okay, all right. Like,
that's awesome. How many people were on the show?
7, 8.
Oh, okay. So everybody just did like 10 minutes or so?
Yeah, I mean, I went for a little bit more because I'm trying to get ready for my feature set and stuff like that. And somebody did 25 minutes. When they probably shouldn't have done 25.
Oh, they should have done 5.
Fun.
But I did like 17 because I didn't want to be rude. But somebody didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
so,
fair enough.
But they were after me, so I could give whatever.
Yeah, who cares? As long as the crowd was liking it, that's all.
Yeah,
that's the trick.
Very receptive. Kind of pinged around the room, and everybody's courteous and kind.
Nice. Because I feel like that's how Corrado's room started. And I just think
people listen, and then like somebody was bad, and they're like, "We're never giving comedians a chance ever."
That's it, man. That's how fragile everybody is in the South when it comes to stand-up comedy. So I don't know. I'm excited to try all those different kind of rooms coming up. Unless Debbie wants to call me back and pay me more money to do those open mic shows.
There you go.
So Debbie, if you're listening,
or maybe you start.
I'm here.
Maybe you start your own room. Maybe
yeah,
find a
dude.
brewery,
I honestly
would
not mind doing something like that consistently. Maybe starting in spring, March, or something like that. Just doing a small little room that's
once
more,
a month.
Yeah.
Complement everybody else's schedule.
Yeah, and exactly. Like maybe, I don't know, a bigger coffee shop. That's something that's intimate. That's more like very comedy. Stand-up friendly, people come in and just chill, and then if a show happens, hopefully a show happens, but I don't want, what I'm saying, I for some reason or another, especially coming from the Zone, how often I've been out there's just a weird like expectations that are put upon comedians, that I think is really detrimental to comedians at this stage.
Well, and also you're usually hosting those.
Right.
And a lot of those shows are free ticket giveaway ones, or
True.
families and friends, or people that don't normally go to comedy, and
True.
you're basically doing comedy while people sit down. So,
Yeah.
like, you know, the times that you've actually done comedy where you're not doing it in that environment, you've done
Yes.
quite well. So
Oh, thanks.
it'd be a very, you know, once you get your own room and get your own thing going and get that happening, I think
I'm excited to get out from that the douchey umbrella of the Comedy Zone.
Oh.
And I mean that in the best way possible.
Well, Zane, what do you got coming up next?
I'll be in koozies.
Yeah!
Just drink it, have a good time.
I will be there.
Drink it in. Drink it in. What the fuck, man? I don't know. I have January 12th through the 14th. We'll be at the SuperCon in Miami, Florida. Jake?
Yep. Paradise
You and I'll
City
be... oh, yeah, that is Paradise City.
Yep.
Same thing. It's a SuperCon.
Yeah.
We'll be wrestling each other a couple of days.
Yes, I see that.
We got some things. January 20th at Queens of Combat in Gibsonville, North Carolina. And the 21st in Eden, North Carolina for Grassroots. The 26th... PWF in Hubert, North Carolina, and the 27th, AML in Winston-Salem.
I will be at all those except for AML. And
Yet.
And also, too, January 5th, I will be performing in the Lake Norman area, actually Cornelius to be specific. That's where I'll be running my feature set. That's the Man Scout Manning Merit Badge Comedy Show.
Nice.
What is that? What is that?
That
is
is
poster on that.
January
Awesome.
5th, yes, the Friday. That is the poster where I am punching a bear and have a bear in a headlock.
Dude, that's
It's
an
January
awesome.
5th.
Yeah.
What is that?
I hope it's awesome because I paid quite a bit of money for it.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
So,
Yeah, fair enough.
what'd you say, Zane?
Where's that at?
It's Cornelius. It's Studio 13. Information is actually on our Facebook page, howdidthisgetbooked.com. So if you want to look that up,
Nice.
make sure you like our Facebook, howdidthisgetbooked.com. This brings us to a point. Okie Lane. Okie Lane is still the most recent review.
Nice hat.
Also, the shortest review. So, like I said, guys, if you want your name said on this podcast,
Can we reread that comment?
huh?
Can you reread that comment?
I've got it right here. Always like a top hat. Great second party WrestleCast. That's all he wrote. That's all he wrote. That's what I'm saying, guys. If you just want to leave a review and say your name, like Okie Lane's name, every week, all you got to do is just leave something that eloquent.
Yeah.
And we'll say your name as long as you are the newest review. So if you want your name said, if you want to put in your review something to, like, promote your podcast, I'll say it multiple times until somebody else writes another review. So Okie Lane, you are still on top of the heap, and we thank you for writing a review on iTunes. But of course, guys, if we've forgotten anything or correction, or if you're TC Martin and you want to connect, just connect with me on Twitter at ManScoutManning, also on Instagram at ManScoutManning, or you can email me at jake@sslshow.com. Make sure you log on to the website, howdidthisgetbooked.com. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, YouTube, SoundCloud, all of those things. And like I said, if you leave a review, we will mention your name on the podcast till another new review is written. This has been another edition of How Did This Get Booked?
Woo!